Hello everyone. How are you doing? Welcome to ichino-ani's radio show. It's your host, ichino-ani, here to bring you some exciting news from the world of science. Today is Thursday, October 16th. The weather is lovely, isn't it? It's the perfect day to learn something new and fun. Today, we're going to look at a super interesting paper from the field of human-computer interaction. That's the study of how people and computers get along. The title is Revolution of Programming. Vibe coding is a post-dating paradigm, and the kernel is CHEPS, receive, already for 5.2983. Now that's a long one. So everyone, have you ever thought that programming a computer is really hard? We have to learn all these difficult languages, like Python or Java, and you have to type everything perfectly, or you get an error message. It's like you need to be a special expert to tell a computer what to do. Well, this paper talks about a brand new way of programming that might change everything. It's called vibe coding. Doesn't that sound fun? Vibe coding. So what is it? Imagine you're painting a picture. You don't think about the chemical formula of the paint, right? You just think, I want happy, sunny yellow here, and a calm, peaceful blue there. You're using your feelings, your mood, your vibe. Vibe coding is kind of like that, but for making software. Instead of writing strict, logical code, you interact with an AI in a more intuitive and playful way. You just tell it your vibe. The paper says it's math, driven and improvisational way to work with AI. That means it's all about feelings and making things up as you go along. This is totally different from the AI tools programmers use now, like GitHub Copilot. The paper uses a really cool comparison to explain this. Think of the usual AI programming tools as being a co-pilot on an airplane. The human is the main pilot, with a clear destination. The ichino-pilot is there to help, suggesting the best route and making things more efficient. The goal is to get to the destination safely and quickly. One person in the study said, Copilot finishes my thoughts. It helps you do what you were already planning to do. That vibe coding is different. The paper calls it day drifting. Imagine you and a friend are on a little boat in a river with no destination. You're just drifting along and enjoying the journey. Sometimes you paddle a bit, sometimes your friend does, and sometimes you just let the river take you. You don't know where you'll end up, and that's the fun part, that's drifting. The human and the AI are exploring together, creating something new and unexpected. The same person said, vibe coding changes them. It doesn't just finish your thoughts, it changes them into something else entirely. So let's think about how this could be used in our daily lives. I've got 3 fun examples for you. First, let's talk about making websites or apps. Imagine a baker who makes the most delicious cakes, but knows nothing about computers. She wants to create an online shop. With vibe coding, she could just say to the computer, I run a website that feels like a warm, cozy kitchen on a Sunday morning. Make the colors soft and sweet, like frosting. And when people click the buy button, I want it to feel like getting a warm hug. Poof. The AI would create a website based on that vibe. She could keep changing the vibe until it feels just right, without writing a single line of code. Second, how about the world of virtual reality? Let's say an artist wants to create a virtual museum of their work. Normally, this would require a team of programmers. But with vibe coding, the artist could just describe their vision. I want to create a room that feels like you're floating in space. The painting should hang among the stars. And when you get close to a painting, I want you to hear a gentle, twinkling sound like a star being born. Lauren, this allows creators to build immersive worlds based on their artistic feelings, not on technical skills. How wonderful is that? And for my third example, let's think about making technology easier for everyone, especially older adults. My grandma sometimes finds her smart speaker confusing. But what if she could use vibe coding? She could just say, Alexa, I'm feeling a bit lonely today. Make the house feel a bit more cheerful. And the AI, understanding this vibe, could slowly brighten the lights, put on some happy, nostalgic music from her youth, and maybe even show a slideshow of family photos on the television. It's not just about following a command. It's about understanding a human feeling and creating a comforting atmosphere. Of course, vibe coding isn't perfect. The paper also talks about the problems. The code it creates can be messy and hard to fix later. One developer said it's like an dead end. It's great for making a quick prototype, but maybe not for building a big serious application that needs to last a long time. It can also be expensive to use these powerful eyes. And since it's so personal, one person said, it's hard to build on someone else's vibes. But still, this idea of vibe coding is so exciting, right? It suggests a future where anyone can be a creator. The line between a professional programmer and a regular person starts to blur. Your ability to express a feeling or a vibe becomes more important than your ability to write code. The paper says vibe coding is like science fiction in action. It challenges us to think about programming, not just as a technical task, but as a creative and expressive partnership between humans and AI. What a fun idea to think about. That's all the time we have for today. Join me again next time on ichino-ani's radio show. Bye bye.